and T1, I think he really stepped up to get them here. Peter really stepped up to get them here.
They're throwing t-shirts into the ground,
And I love that for this KT lineup. I never expected them to be able to make it this far, especially with this lineup.
Oh my God, it's the hats. Sorry, it's so funny. They're trying to...
This wasn't like a KT team that I really expected to ever be in this position in the first place. So I'm honestly like really, really proud of this roster.
Yeah.
I'm crushed as a KT fan. I'm also crushed specifically for like BDD, someone who's been trying to get here for so long. But I'm super, super proud of them.
And I mean, they should be super proud of themselves. I just think as pro gamers, it is so hard to not just be reliving every moment from this series over and over when you think about all the little things you would want to change. It was a 5-game series. You were one Nexus away from being world champions, from stopping T1 from getting that three-peat, and that is going to be hard for them. But I hope that, you know, whether it's next year, next week, in a few years, 5 years, that they can look back and realize what they accomplished in getting here and taking T1 to 5 was incredible, and that they can really appreciate and be proud of that.
Absolutely. I'm sorry. I was just looking behind me, seeing the t-shirts. I didn't mean to take your moment because it's true. You guys have worded it very, very well in terms of, we talk so much about those teams who do it once, right? FPX, EDG, Dom1 even, right? Because it is so difficult to do it again. And if I have one hope, Emily, it is that for this roster that showed so much promise and the fact that this was the first time Peter and Perfect were even at a stage like this, that that can foster a telecom rivalry for the ages, hopefully, but more chances for them in the future.
Yeah, I mean, I think one thing that this T1 lineup has also proven is that if you are able to stick with a roster and train together, obviously, like, not everyone, this roster is very special, but I do think a lot of times we see orgs pivot away from teams that have developed with each other. This KT roster does seem to have a lot of chemistry together, so I'm actually quite curious to see what the org will do going forward.
I mean, I absolutely agree. You know, rosters get so little time together these days. Before they are, you know, really kind of just saying, all right, that's it, that's all you get, we're gonna have to change things up, we're gonna have to move on. So I really do hope that they get that time to try to continue building together, working together, to try to find something special. I remember, this was a couple years ago, but looking into the average length of a career in LoL Esports, and it was like under a year. And so it's like people have so little time, often as a pro, to really get results. This was an incredible result from KT, even though it's not going to feel like that today. So I hope they get that time to keep building.
Yeah, some people get no chances. T1 makes chances for themselves over and over and over as they turn on the big house lights here. That's why we are even brighter than usual. I Zhonya's, guys, sorry. But we are waiting for Faker. As you see that they are kind of done with everything they've done on stage, and then he has to make his way to us, and I really want to show him this, right? Because it's so cool to have all of these eras and to have everything he's been through and the kind of whole journey. And I wonder what he has to say about it, because he said in London, this one's for you guys. I wonder what this one's for. And if there's going to be another
Doran.
For Doran!
Yeah, we absolutely have to ask him about Doran as well, as we see the celebration. As, you know, we've seen him mature also in front of the camera, really, right? In all of these moments. And it's beautiful to see. Anything to add?
No, I mean, it's kind of crazy, right, to think about. Again, I went back as a preparation, and also because I was going to write an article that I actually didn't finish. I went back and watched BDD's debut, and already we were talking about how powerful Faker's debut was, right? Like, what a hotshot mid laner. He had grown into this really, like, well-rounded mid laner, but we still, that wasn't even halfway through the career he's had now almost, right? So that was back in 2016, so almost halfway through where we're at.
This is so cool.
And it's just so cool because his greatest rival is himself. And he just beat himself because he got the 1-3 beat.
I mean, it is absolutely insane, right? There's such different eras that it's really hard to compare, because I think the game has also changed and evolved in a way where it's almost impossible to have the level of individual dominance that Faker had, you know, on his debut and in those initial years. But the fact that he has been able to equal the titles, equal the finals, is so insane after, you know, what was a longest drought, right? Where he hadn't been able to win one for quite some time. I really think no one would have believed that a couple years later, if you told them, you know, in 2021, that by 2025, Faker will make 4 finals in a row and win 3, people would be like, you are trolling.
You are crazy. Yeah.
He's on the way as well. We're not just, I know you're all like, oh, they're talking about Faker still. Well, the man deserved it, okay? I think you can all agree with
You
this.
can't rush the GOAT.
You can't rush the go. He's on his way. It's so cool because something I said when we went into our countdown for the beginning of the first game was like, it's like a river. He permeates through all the stories because if you think about one of your favorite players' stories or letdowns or whatever, he's probably played a role in it, be it as a villain or as a teammate or as, I don't know what, you know, and it's
As a
so
hero.
interesting.
A rival, I would say, as opposed to a
Mostly.
villain, you know.
Yeah, sorry, a rival.
I think like a lot of mid laners look up to Faker, right? Like you have so many players, BDD himself included, being like, I was inspired to play mid lane because of this person, and is now a veteran himself, right? And like mid laners in Korea coming up now, all over the world really, are still looking at Faker and being like, I want to be like that guy.
I mean, he's such an inspiration, and he does transcend the game, because I always love when Worlds time comes around, you see top pros from every esport that I love tweeting about, oh my God, it's Faker.
Faker time.
And I'll see people, you know, getting signed to T1 on like Valorant or other games or whatever, and they're like, I'm just hoping I can run into Faker. Like, that's the best part about signing on T1, is like I maybe bump into him in the training facility.
I mean, we feel the same way, don't we?
Yeah, of course. Every time I run into him in an elevator or something, I'm just like, ah!
Oh, I just do the 안녕하세요.
Me too, just hello. And whenever he sees me come with a photographer, he's like, it's the time for
He's
this.
like, I know what this is.
Oh, there, he brought the trophy.
Oh.
Oh my God. Let's go. Oh, this is so special, guys.
Oh, this is incredible.
I don't know how to do this gracefully, so.
Just probably pass over the headset. You guys can go right in the middle. Here, come on in the middle, Ji-sun. They can both be right here. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Congratulations.
Hello, congratulations. You can take, which headset is it?
Either one should be fine.
Okay.
Here you go, Ji-sun. Come right here. Yep.
We're making it work.
We're doing it live.
We're doing it live. I absolutely love it. Yeah.
Yes.
와주셔서 너무 감사해요.
No worries. Thank you.
Oh, so Faker, what was different about this journey, about your players that you played with and how they have leveled up? Because this was once again a very difficult best of 5. But how would you say this title differs from the others you've gotten?
이번 우승도 사실 작년만큼 굉장히 어려운 경기였는데 그래서 그런지 좀 더 극적인 승리였던 것 같고 그리고 저는 뭐 우승한 무조건 우승한 것도 좋지만 좋은 경기를 했다는 게 굉장히 좋은 것 같습니다.
Yeah, this match was as difficult as the last year's one, but that made this victory even more dramatic again. And I'm really happy with the fact that I managed to win the title one more time, but I'm more happy and grateful that I was able to have such a great game together.
I wanted to congratulate you on being the first ever to three-peat, 3 world championships in a row. Your previous roster with SKT1 was the closest to do it before, and you fell short in 2017. How would you compare these 2 different eras?
이제 최초로 월 3피 달성하셨습니다. 이전에 가장 3핏에 근접했던 팀도 SKT였지만 17년도 때 좌절되었거든요. 이번에 또 T1으로서 3핏을 달성하셨습니다. 그 당시 SKT 왕조와 현재 T1 왕조를 비교하자면 어떻게 보시나요?
솔직히 예전에는 월드 우승하는 게 그렇게 어렵지 않다고 생각을 했었는데 요즘에는 좀 굉장히 좀 어려운 경기들 많이 하기도 했고 또 워낙 강한 팀들도 많기 때문에 이번 우승이 더 뭐랄까 난이도가 높았던 것 같은데 저희가 이뤄냈기 때문에 더 성취감 있는 것 같습니다.
In the previous run, I kind of felt like winning Worlds wasn't that difficult for us, but nowadays, recently, it was like struggles after struggles, and every team we faced, every match we played was so difficult and tough. So I kind of felt like it was like a harder mode, but that also makes us feel even stronger achievements.
Does that feel more rewarding as a result because it felt harder to win?
말씀하신 것처럼 조금 더 이기기 어려웠던 과정이 많았기 때문에 더 성취감이 큰 것이죠.
성취감은 지금이 더 큰 것 같고 예전에는 우승을 하는 게 굉장히 또 즐겁고 그냥 내가 다 이겼다라는 그런 기분이 좋았다면 지금은 어려운 것을 좀 이렇게 성장해서 이뤄냈다는 그런 성취감은 더 큰 것 같습니다.
Yeah, of course, because in the past it was more like I was happy that I won. I was happy that I beat everyone. But nowadays it's more like I'm happy and grateful that I was able to step up, evolve together, grow up together. So we were able to overcome all of the hardships. So it's a lot more rewarding.
Okay, two more things I'd like to ask you. First off is, could you say something about your top laner, Doran? Because we have talked a lot this year about, is he going to get his international title, because he didn't have the best experiences in the past. What do you want to say about your top laner?
우선 가장 먼저 도란 선수에 대해서 좀 여쭤보고 싶은데요. 올해 드디어 도란 선수가 이렇게 국제 무대에서 증명 하나, 우승 하나 많은 분들이 좀 관심을 갖고 지켜봤습니다. 좀 이전에는 국제 대회에서 어떻게 보면 조금 아쉬웠던 그런 순간들도 있었던 만큼 많은 분들이 좀 기대하면서 지켜보셨는데요. 올해 어떻게 생각하세요?
도란 선수가 사실 항상 잘하기만은 하진 않았다고 생각하지만 그래도 저희 팀이 중요할 때 본인의 역할을 잘 해줬다고 생각하고요. 오늘도 사실 5세트 때도 물론 던지긴 했지만 그래도 잘한 부분도 굉장히 많고 또 저희 팀이 이제 또 도란 선수한테 좀 어려운 역할을 시켜도 잘 해내는 선수라고 생각하고 있습니다.
Well, I can also say that he was not always playing perfectly, There were maybe sometimes ups and downs, but when the team needed him to step up, he was always there to play the role that we wanted him to play. And even in Game 5, he was doing a great job. Well, there were some moments where he threw the game, but still he was doing amazing. He did a fantastic job. So also sometimes T1 kind of asked him to execute some of the really difficult roles, and he always managed to pull it off.
Yeah, we've seen that you've been incredibly flexible. Also, Owner played Mundo for the first time in very important match last week, and you seemed very calm about it. Can you tell me about that moment and the trust that you seem to have in everybody?
또 이제 오너 선수가 저번 경기 매우 중요한 순간에서 첫 문도 경기를 이제 하셨는데 너무 중요했는데 다들 선수분들이 너무 평정심이 있어 보이더라고요. 그 당시에 좀 어땠는지, 그리고 또 어느 정도 신뢰를 바탕으로 이런 또 픽을 꺼내들 수 있는 건가요?
사실 문도가 그렇게 어려운 역할을 하는 챔피언은 아니라고 생각을 했고 그때 이제 8강전 5세트에서 저희가 문도가 좀 필요한 조합이라고 생각을 했어가지고 팀적으로 숙련도보다는 그래도 픽적으로 좀 중요한 픽을 해야겠다라고 다들 생각이 있었던 것 같고 또 오너 선수도 그 처음 하는 챔피언을 그래도 잘 막 엄청 던지진 않고 플레이해줘서 고맙다고 생각하고 있습니다.
Honestly, when we thought of Mundo, it was not a very difficult role to kind of execute in the game. And in game number 5 in the quarterfinals, if I remember correctly from Faker, our comp needed it. Our comp needed that champion, and so we didn't want to care too much about the mastery and proficiency. We rather wanted to focus on the champion that kind of rounds out our comp in the end.
You've had a long history against BDD, and you've also, as much as you've won, you've also had defeats in your career. Do you have any words for BDD, who made his first World Finals, but you winning obviously means he is experiencing some of that heartbreak that you have at times as well?
BDD 선수와의 역사가 굉장히 깊으시잖아요. 그런 만큼 페이커 선수도 수없이 많이 BDD 선수를 이겨왔지만 또 동시에 BDD 선수로부터 많은 패배를 경험하시기도 했습니다. 그리고 오늘 이 자리에서는 페이커 선수가 이겼다는 것은 또 BDD 선수가 페이커 선수가 이전에 경험했던 그런 슬픈 패배를 지금 겪고 계신다는 말씀인데, 혹시 BDD 선수께 또 이 자리를 빌어서 전하고 싶은 말씀이 있으실까요?
네, 오늘 BDD 선수가 굉장히 잘 플레이했다고 생각하고 그리고 이제 KT라는 팀이 올 한 해 동안 그렇게 좀 좋은 결과를 만들어내지 못했는데 이번에 저희가 KT를 만났을 때 느낀 거는 굉장히 팀적으로 좀 준비가 잘 되어 있고 좀 조직적이라는 생각을 많이 하게 됐고 그거에 저는 좀 BDD 선수가 올 한 해 동안 만들었던 그런 플레이들로 인해서 팀원들의 신뢰가 쌓인 거라고 생각하고요. 그런 부분들이 굉장히 저는 대단하다고 생각했고 그리고 BDD 선수 개인적인 퍼포먼스도 최근에 굉장히 좋다고 느꼈어가지고 오늘 되게 좋은 경기 할 수 있었던 것 같습니다.
I think I can say KT this year, they were not always having the best result. They were having some struggles. But today, in the match, what I was able to tell is that they're so well organized as a team, and their movement as a team was so good. I could see that their preparation was already there and was so good. I think it was able to happen because BDD, his performance has been phenomenal so far. So it was built based on the trust and faith they have in BDD. So I want to say, BDD, I have a mad respect for that, and also his individual performance has been amazing recently. So I want to say just I also have a huge respect to BDD.
Okay, lovely. Finally, Faker, we have huge respect for you, of course, on the English broadcast, and we had the idea to take a look at all the eras there have been for Faker, and there's a vinyl that fits with it. And here we have this one, which is when you started out. We also have this wonderful memory as well. Then we had the question of, is it going to happen once again? The heartbreak, of course, unfortunately, in 2017 and in 2022. And I was wondering if you wanted to have this one, because this is the 6 stars, the fact that you've made it, Faker's version, the three-peat. And if you want to say anything about this huge achievement and what is next.
이제 페이커 선수의 어떤 일대기를 각 단계별로 담은 이런 LP판 같은 앨범을 여러 개 만들어 봤는데요. 신인 시절부터 해서 우승을 많이 했을 때, 그리고 좌절을 겪었을 때, 그리고 많은 사람들이 의심했을 때 우승할 수 있을까 해서 또 한 번 우승을 하기도 했었고, 이제 6번째 별을 달게 된 버전도 여기 있거든요. 이 업적에 대해서 어떻게 생각하시는지, 그리고 앞으로 또 어떤 좀 길을 나아가실 것 같나요?
이렇게 또 저의 업적에 대해서 많은 팬분들과 많은 분들이 이제 또 저를 응원해 주셔서 감사하다는 생각이고, 나중에 또 할아버지가 되면은 이 에피판을 들으면서 잘 살아보도록 하겠습니다. 그리고 또 이거 또 많이 팔릴 것 같아요.
Yeah, I'm very grateful for all the fans who has been supporting all along for this achievement. And when I get old, when I become a grandpa, I will cue this vinyl and have a great life, enjoy my life, and I'm pretty sure this is gonna sell really well.
That is amazing. Interview 감사합니다. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations
감사합니다.
once again, Faker. Amazing job, Jisun, as always.
Killing it.
Yeah, for sure. And we're gonna send you off. I wonder how, because you have to take the trophy, of course. So is someone gonna help with the trophy, perhaps?
이제 보내드리려고 하는데요.
Or
이거 가지고
no,
갈 수 있겠습니까?
no need.
He's got it.
No
It's his
need.
trophy.
No need.
Thank you. 감사합니다.
Other side, I think. There you go. Fighting, indeed.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations. Oh, some photos. Yes, as we go.
Oh.
Sure, live photos. I love it. Yeah, let's go.
I'm never gonna pass up an opportunity to take a photo with the goat.
Whoa. Okay. Yes, we're still live.
Yeah.
We're just.
Come on. Yes, of course.
Yay. Awesome. We are still live, so we're going to keep going. I wanted to get some of the people in here, perhaps, maybe.
Thank you, Faker.
Thank you so much, Faker.
Thank you.
For the photo as well and for taking the time. Jason. Oh, it's so messy. I love it. That's what it's like. It's the end. We got to talk to Faker. Everybody should come in because we
Get
might
over here, everybody.
we might see T1 again in 2026. We definitely will, and maybe they make it for that run at Worlds again. But something we will not have in 2026
Kobe, Dracos.
is Chronicler, as
Get in
everybody
here.
can join.
Oh, no.
I think you all have
Oh,
maybe
no.
seen already, you know, that this is the last event for Mao. So let's take a look back at our favorite moments and memories.
I'm Atlas, and I'm joined for the first time by the Chronicler. Welcome to the LCK, finally. It only took you, like, what, a few weeks to get here? Extraordinary stuff.
I know, yeah. You know, I was like, LCK, right? Like, how cool is it really?
He kind of looked like he was about to go to his Latin dance class, but then decided that he had to do, like, a drug deal beforehand.
What happened? He flashed over the wall! He did, they knew where the ward was! Diablo's in a flash. He just flashed over the wall! He's crazy!
Oh, God. Oh, up with the Giga Jets! They're gonna make it to playoffs! Gonna be rolled in! Whoa!
Feel like DK has a great chance. Are you trying to choke me or what? No! Don't do this to me! No! I trust DK! DK! Show your ability! Show your skills! DK, you can do it!
Well, DK
I
will be
trust
able to
you!
do it.
What does it say? What does it say? Let's go, bro.
Give me the microphone, peasant. I came here today to crown Wadid. I had the crown on I was ready to give it to him because he had done so well. But guess what? He's not good enough. Better luck next year.
I want to thank all the fans who've been living for the LCK for the last 5 years. It's been an incredible honor to be an LCK caster. It's been incredible, and I'm very grateful that I've been able to do this. Thank you so much.
Man, I just want to say, Mao, like, you're an incredible caster, but you are such a better person and friend, and I'm really going to miss you, man.
Yeah, we're going to miss you so much.
Gonna miss you, buddy.
I'm gonna miss all of you too. Thank you.
You have the mic for a sec if you want.
Okay, well, I got nothing to say. I've said everything I want to. This was an amazing final. Thank you so much for having me all these wonderful years. I will never forget any of it, and I'm gonna miss every single one of you on the desk and every single one still watching from home. Thank you so much.
Right back at you. We're gonna miss you so much you don't even know it, Mao. It's gonna be a very weird year without you, but you know, it's our honor to continue what you have started, be it being very warm to everyone, be it inviting everybody to board games to make sure that we hang out.
A brunch!
Yes!
And
be
the
it
brunch!
Brunch! Amazing cast. Like, thank you so much from all of us, of course, and that's it, I guess. Everybody,
it.
thank you so much for joining me.
Incredible
Another
world.
congratulations to our world champion. Oh, on and off. It's Zonid again, guys.
know.
T1. And on behalf of everybody here that you see on screen, but maybe more importantly, everyone behind the screen that has made this happen, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you to you, our viewer, for watching us for one more year. I hope you had an unbelievable Worlds, and we'll see you in 2026.
I think we're all hoping for the same thing. A series that goes the distance and a telecom war to rule them all.
It all comes down to one final game of League of Legends.
It'll take a miracle for them to get this one out. Owner, Peter coming in for the lockup, but Owner manages to get the objective, the fight coming out. Fire rained over the wall by Gumayushi, and down goes Peter. BDD finally arrived. That's the ulti coming in the meantime. He needs a little bit more space. Docton, BDD untouched, but the front line has fallen. BDD, CC'd, knocked into the sky, and right back into the grave. T1, get Otacon, and ace KT. A triple kill for Guma and T1. Do it! They take over! T1 earning their legacy again and again and again. There can be no doubting it. 4 players on the Rift today making the impossible possible. Owner, Faker, Gumayushi, Keria, and now Doran as well are world champions.
Alex Bejeda said he wants to go up to heavyweight. What does Yuri Prohaska want to do?
I'm not keeping any diet before the weigh-in, and my body naturally from 100 kilos to the 93.
You tell me that Yuri Prohaska can sit here and think like I need to be 93 kilograms, and boom, you're going to be there.
That's it.
Out of all the things you've done, the 1,000 burpees, cold exposure, what has been the one that you blew yourself away? You're like, I did not believe I can do that.
Once I did 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 24 hours.
Let's talk about you locking yourself in a room for 30 days with no electronics. Why do you go to those extremes?
Sometimes when you are a young man, you have to do that to be more alive, more sensitive, more focused.
You're kind of like telling a story to me right now. You got the lights, the candles going. I love the candle.
I have a special candle for him.
15-time world champion, Demetrius Johnson. You're listening to the Mighty Cast.
What's going on, guys? This episode of the Mighty Cast is sponsored by Prize Picks. Now, Prize Picks is a daily fantasy sports game we play directly from your phone. It's very simple. Go to your app store, download Prize Picks. When you do that, use my promo code MightyCast. Cool promotion going on for new users. You play $5, you're gonna get $50 in your lineup. They have everything under the sun. NBA, NFL, mixed martial arts, Valorant, CSGO. Just lock in your picks at the right place, which is Prize Picks. Now, guys, shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring this episode of the Mighty Cast. Let's enjoy this chat with the one and only Yuri Prohaska. He's in the dark. He's already ready for the next camp. He's locking in already.
No light. I'm living little in a little complicated part of the city because there was a storm like few hours back, a big storm, and electricity falls down. So that's why I have
I like the candle.
the candles.
I like this because this is kind of your aura, right? Like, we have so much to talk about with the way your training style, how you go about getting ready for your fights. You getting these amazing pictures in front of the waterfall, you locking yourself in a room for 30 days, no television, no lights. So I think this fits the setting, but we're going to start it right now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Mighty Cast. And we're joined by the one and only Yuri Prohaska. Right now, he's in Czech Republic. And go ahead, tell everybody there was just a storm, and that's why you have no lights. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's why I have no good light, because they just put the electricity. The electricians they put the electricity just for the low level because they still working on that, because there was a big storm few hours back or 1 hour back, and like I thought like 1.5 hour back, I just thought like, man, I will do that with the candles. I will do this video with the candles, so that's why.
Well, first, when you jumped on here, I thought you were getting ready for the next training camp, right? Because I know you have a unique style of getting ready for your fights. Let's talk about you locking yourself in a room for 30 days with no electronics. Why do you go to those extremes to get yourself ready for the fights? Like, where does this thinking come from?
Man, it was not for 30 days. It was for the most days I did was the 5 days.
Oh.
Then I just realized, okay, I need to go out and live my purpose. And normally I did that like for 3 days after a fight, because you can settle all your mindset, everything, all your experience from the fight, from all the preparation, to really use it inside yourself, and to really understand what you did good, what you did bad, what not to repeat, what you want to repeat in the preparation, and about my training and all these things. What you want to know?
Well, you said you do it 3 days. He said, what you want to know? Well, you said you do it 3 days after the fight, too? Because I know you said, I kind of follow some of the, the ways you train, right? Like dipping yourself, training inside of, extreme cold temperatures, locking yourself in a room with no electronics for 3 days, right? And you just said you do it after the fight, too. So after you get done fighting, you go and isolate yourself for 3 days, no electronics, nothing in a room.
So, man, as you know, the fighting and to be in the cage, to be there and be the winner, not just after the fight, but before the fight, in the fight, all the time, all the fight week. You have to be like, you have to see through your feelings, through your mind, through the mind of your opponent, and all these things, all these kind of trainings, hard trainings. ice, cold, warm temperature, whatever training, and mountains, whatever. It's make you stronger. It just sharp your spirit to see through all these things. What's inside what's your body can sense. And I started to realize after some time to not do this like a big hard things, like to be for 5 days in a dark room, or to do all these big challenges. So I started to do that daily, but in a small part. So daily routine, daily meditation, daily breath work, daily workout, like daily training, and this is all about that. That's why I'm living in the nature, to be really connected and see through all these things.
And like, who put that onto you? Is this something that you just found on your own? Was there anything that inspires you to do that? Like, usually, you know, for me, when I started training, I was inspired by my coach, Matt Hume, and then other athletes around me. And that's kind of like how I kind of navigated my career. Even to this day, I'm not a professional athlete, but I still eat, you know, my chicken, my rice. I still do my cold bath. I still do my sauna. What inspired you to go this route?
You see, you do these things too. So
yeah.
So for me, just for me, it's normal to do it like a little bit in an environment, like in a natural environment. When I want to cold, I want to go to the mountains, to the top of the mountain, and to be successful in these challenges. When I want to train train karate or whatever, I will travel to Japan and I will meet the best one in that. So that's how I like to do these trainings. That's why I made my garden dojo and all these things for a good recovery, the jacuzzi, the sauna, the ice bath, everything I have here. So that's why. And I was inspired. I just did that because I felt that. First, I tried to challenge myself in these high performance trainings, like 1,000 burpees in a row, and yeah,
1,000 burpees in a row.
Yeah. Why not? Because sometimes when you are a young man and you want to find the limits, you have to do that. You have to go through and try to make it day by day, every day. And then you can find some limits of your body, and then you realize that it's not so good to do it so often, but do it by daily routine to keep yourself in the uncomfortable zone, to be more alive, more sensitive, more focused, fast, stronger, whatever.
I feel like I'm like, you're kind of like telling a story to me right now. You got the lights, the candles going, and you have this sense of the cadence of you talking about it. How many burpees you get to? There we go. You got the
yeah, we have a better light, yeah. No.
How many burpees you get to when you tried that challenge? How many burpees?
I said myself I want to do 1,000 in a row, so I did that. No break.
You did 1,000 burpees with no break.
No break, yeah. That was funny, yeah. That was really strong.
Are you married? You got children?
Not married, no children yet, but I'm working on that.
Okay, I was just curious. I can only imagine if I went outside and tried to do 1,000 burpees, and my girlfriend or my wife came out. She goes, "What the hell are you doing?" I'm like, 1,000 burpees, 125, 126. So I was curious, like, do you have a girlfriend when she saw you do that? Were you like, "What the hell are you doing, Yuri?"
No, I did that by myself, but it was on a hotel room. In a hotel room, but I had a girlfriend, but she was not with me in that time.
Gotcha. Okay, talk to me at the beginning of your career, right? I know now you're in the UFC, you're killing it. You fight in Japan as well. But what was the first martial arts that you jumped into? Like, how did you make this way into mixed martial arts? Because I feel when you were just saying, like, when you want to train karate, you don't train karate. I'm assuming you have a head coach, but you're gonna go to Japan. If you want to train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you're probably like, I'm gonna go to Brazil because that's where it's, really good at. If I want to,
that's what I did.
Gotcha. So how did you start your journey in martial arts?
I started training martial arts in my high school here in Brno. When I started high school, there was a part of the school, there was karate and judo. And I did that, and I felt like I need something more contact, more aggressive, more contact. So I started with Muay Thai here in Brno, and after 2-3 years, I started with MMA. Yeah.
And so before high school, what age is high school in Czech Republic, right?
High school, 16, 17.
16, 17. So before that, did you do anything before 16, 17? Because usually nowadays,